Hello everyone and welcome to our next video. So on Blackboard in course content, obviously where everything is, we're on week 4. So when you open week 4, this is what you're going to see. We're going to see the PowerPoint that we're going to talk about today, the example, we're going to talk about that today. And then a quiz that you will take after you finish watching this video, and we also have a journal prompt. So let's take a peek at our course schedule real fast and see what we have for week 4. So that's all we have is just the Forbidden Words, PowerPoint, and lecture, and the journal prompt number 2. Both the quiz and the journal are due by Saturday, September 19th. So this coming Saturday, by 11:59 p.m. And then next week we are going to start our narrative essay. Super fun. But right now we're just focused on the MLA format and the journal prompt. So I'm sure many of you have written in MLA format. For some of you that may have been many years ago, but we're just going to do a quick brief overview of it. The cool thing about this MLA format right now is that we don't have to get into, we don't have to get into, words are hard, citations yet. Citations won't come until our last essay. So right now we're just going to talk about general MLA formatting. So for MLA formatting, you want Times New Roman, font size 12, okay? Page numbers in the top right-hand corner. You have your last name, then page number. You double space the entire document. Your header should be in the top left-hand corner, and it should be in this order. It should be name, instructor name, class, date. Title of the essay should be centered before the document begins and after the header, and each paragraph should be indented. So that was a lot of words. And now I'm going, if I can... You go over here. Thank you. Actually, can you go away? There we go. So this is what this looks like. Oh, I don't know why that looks like that. Hang on. There we go. Huh. Okay, we'll talk about that in just a second. So your name, instructor's name, class, which will be, instructor's name is Miss Appleby, class is Comp 1, and then date. I usually have you do the date that the assignment is due, just for uniformity. And then title, and you can title it whatever you want. Generally, I really hate titles that are like narrative essay, essay number 1, essay number 2. Those make me sad. So I like creative titles. Okay. So in MLA format, always indent. This is what's called an indentation, which is just the tab key. The first line of each paragraph, make sure your margins are 1 inch, which if you're using Word or Google Docs, they're already in 1 inch. So don't change them. Make sure your lines are double spaced. So you do that by going to, come on, there we go. See, here's where you can adjust what your font is, font size. This is line spacing right here. So you want to make sure that it's on 2.0. Font should always be just Times New Roman, font size 12. You will always have a page number in the top right-hand corner of each page with your last name in front of the number. So you do this by going to Insert. Oh, did they change it? No. Okay. So Insert, and then all the way over here where it says page number, you select the one that says top of page, and you wait. And then you go down and you pick this one. And then it's going to pop up like this. So then you just type in your last name, hit space, and then double click outside of it. So the cool thing about this is as we're typing, look, it goes to the next page. So we only have to do this once. And then it's done for the whole rest of the essay. So that's all you do. Insert, page number, top of page, select this one that's on the far right hand side, type in your last name, double click out of it, and you're good to go. This is left aligned. That's this one right here. All of this is also left aligned. The title is centered. And you don't need to do anything special to the title. It doesn't have to be in all caps. It doesn't have to be in quotation marks. Doesn't have to be underlined. Doesn't have to be bold. Doesn't have to be any of that. It's just your title. So yeah, that's MLA format. I've shown you how to do all of that. I think for now, these buttons are the only ones that you need to know about. So that's MLA format. These are both here for your viewing pleasure whenever you're ready to look at those. Come on. No, you don't want to work with me? Come on, you go away. There we go. So that's what MLA format is. Pretty easy. Again, header should be in the order of name, instructor name, class, and date. You will lose points if your MLA format is not done properly. That's why we're having a little quiz over it. So, forbidden words. Some forbidden words include personal pronouns, contractions, slang / text speak, and vague words. So, these are just a few examples of the things that I don't allow you to use in formal essays. And we don't use these things in formal essays because they weaken your argument and they sound less professional, okay? So you can never use you, ever. No you, no your, yourself, none of that. Y-O-U. Can't do it. You can use I when you're telling a personal story. This will be very rare, but for our first essay, it's a narrative, so it is a personal story all about you. So you will be able to use I in that one. But yeah, never will you be able to use you, your, or yourself, or any of those. Contractions. Contractions are like can't, couldn't, don't, shouldn't. Use these sparingly, and by sparingly I mean like 1 or 2 times in an essay. Don't make a habit out of using them constantly. And never use y'all or multiple contractions like she'd have, which is she would have. And that's how we talk. That's how I talk. I talk like that all the time. She'd have done that if you'd told her. But we can't write like that because when we're writing, especially in written formal English, we are trying to get a point across and we're trying to remain professional. And we can't do that if we're saying, you know, can't or she'd have or y'all multiple times. I am a little more informal in my emails. I will say y'all a lot in my emails. Thank goodness I don't have an email editor, so I don't get in trouble for that. But you will in your essays. It's one of those do as I say, not as I do things, I guess. You can't use slang or text speak. No emojis, no LOL, no LMAO. Basically, if you'd use it in a text message, don't put it in your paper. No, just the letter U instead of YOU. Don't do that. That will drive me insane. So no slang, no text speak. Cool is a form of slang. Sweet. My husband says groovy. I don't know why. No slang like that. Vague words. Okay, don't be vague, be precise. So 2 of my most hated vague words are a lot and very. Hate those words. Because what does very mean? Nothing. Doesn't mean anything. You're very hungry. Well, what does that even mean? You're not very hungry, you're starving. You're not very hungry, you're exhausted. And those are exaggerations, probably. You know, when you're trying to be really precise, instead of, you know, just saying I'm very hungry, you say you're starving. It's probably an exaggeration to say that you're starving because, you know, A lot of us don't know what it means to actually be starving, but it gets your point across better than just saying, I'm very hungry. It's like, man, I'm starving, or, man, I'm exhausted. That gets your point across so much better than just saying, man, I'm very tired. It just sounds better. So don't use very and a lot of. Don't use several, many. Don't say about. Oh, it was about 3 miles. Well, either it was or it wasn't. Kind of. I already said very several times. A long time. How long? Anything like that. It drives me crazy. It's very vague, irritating. Don't love it. So then you're going to come here and click on this quiz. Then come over here and click begin. It is multiple choice with one short answer. There's only 5 questions. It doesn't have a time limit. So you can take as long as you need to take this test. You do have to finish it in one sitting. But other than that, you can just take as long as you need to do this test. It's really simple, y'all. So journal prompt. So when you click on that, it brings up this. So here are the directions. So watch the TED Talk video below. And then for your journal, tell me about a time when you were the domino or when you weren't, but looking back, you wish you had been. This journal should be typed 21 lines of text and done in MLA format. And you'll submit it in the submission link below the video link. So when you click on this link, it brings you to this screen. And it loads. And you just watch this TED Talk. It's 10 minutes. It's not super long. But you just watch this TED Talk, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You pull up a blank Word doc, type up your journal, and it should be in MLA format that we just talked about with the header, page numbers, title, all of that should be included. And then once you finish it, you just click here onto the submission link. Do not write your submission. Click Browse My Computer and find where you saved the file, wherever it may be. It's going to pop up another dialog box. Find wherever you saved that file, and then drag and drop and hit submit. Now, the file must be in .doc, .docx, .docm, .powerppt, .pptx, .odt, .txt, .rtf, .pdf, or .html. So if you're using Word or Google Docs, you shouldn't have a problem. I don't know about any other format, any other processor, so you're going to want to check and see what your documents save as before you try and upload it. Or if you just have it saved on your desktop, you can drag and drop. I don't even know what that is, so I'm not going to do that. But that's what you can do. Hit submit, and then that's all you need to do for your journal. So watch the video, and then this is your journal prompt right here. Tell me about a time when you were the domino or when you weren't, but looking back, you wish you had been. And that will make sense when you watch the Get Comfortable with Being Uncomfortable. It's a really good video. I love me some TED Talks. Oh, cool. She's got another book coming out. Interesting. But yeah, just watch the video and then come back, answer that question, upload it. You're good to go. So all you have to do is watch this lecture video, take your quiz, do your journal prompt, again in MLA format. Both are due by the 19th at 11:59 p.m. So by midnight on Saturday, next Saturday. I think that is all I have for you this week. I'm recording later than I wanted to this week. I haven't been feeling well, but I'm getting it out to you, and it is a little bit early, so at least that. And you don't have too much to do this week, so I'm thankful for that. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. I'm here for you guys. If you need me, just tell me. Yeah, that about does it. So I'm sure I will talk to all of you soon. Bye, guys.